You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, without a doubt, one of the worst owners in all of professional sports, and he's trying to quickly become the worst owner in the NFL, and this is an NFL where Woody Johnson and Jimmy Haslam exist. That is saying a whole hell of a lot. But David Tepper, the owner of the Carolina Panthers, a guy that a lot of us, including myself, I was like, well, he's coming from a very stable minority ownership situation with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nah, he has run the Carolina Panthers into the ground. Panther fans are longing for the days of the late, great Jerry Richardson. Yes, that's right. Man, I mean, looking back, it's like, man, Sam Mills, Cam Newton, Greg Olsen, Ron Rivera back when he actually won games. I mean, the Carolina Panthers was a pretty solid franchise. Jake Delhomme back in the day, all these things. No, David Tepper comes in, he runs that organization straight into the ground, fires Frank Reich, doesn't even make it through one season. That guy will probably get hired at record speed as an offensive coordinator. A lot of things out there about the fact that he influenced the Bryce Young draft, that Frank Reich and Josh McCown wanted C.J. Stroud. No, David Tepper wanted Bryce Young. Look, I thought Bryce Young was a good pick too, but you got to put things around him to make him successful, and that wasn't done. Now, the other day, David Tepper, at a game against the Jags, decided he was going to go full lunatic because the Jags were beating the hell out of his Carolina Panthers. They're going to get the first pick of the draft, but not actually have the first pick in the draft because they traded it to the Chicago Bears. It's a mess, and it doesn't look like it's going to get any better anytime soon. So the NFL for this, we'll take a look at it right here. For this incident, right here, you'll see him come right here. He's going to throw a beer and sling down his cup on a fan one more time. He's right over here. He's going to come out of here. He's wearing glasses and a cap. There he is, gets mad during the drubbing, and he threw his cup down on a fan. Well, the NFL fined him, and while this Fox News headline says massive fine, and it is a big fine, but relative to what David Tepper's worth is, I mean, this shows you right here Roger Goodell is a joke. And this shows you right here that Roger Goodell is blatantly working for the owners, no doubt about it, because this fine relative to David Tepper's worth, I mean, it's pathetic. It is pathetic. The NFL handed down its discipline against Carolina Panthers owner David Tepper on Tuesday after a video showed him throwing a drink at a Jacksonville Jaguars fan from his suite during Sunday's loss. The league released a statement that said Tepper has been fined $300,000 for his unacceptable conduct in Jacksonville during Sunday's game. All NFL personnel are expected to conduct themselves at all times in ways that respect our fans and favorably reflect on their team and the NFL, the statement reads. Tepper released a pathetic statement. Quote, I'm deeply passionate about this team and regret my behavior on Sunday. I should have let the NFL stadium security handle any issues that arose. I respect the NFL's code of conduct and accept the league's discipline for my behavior, the statement reads. What do you mean, any issues? You mean heckling from visiting from the home fans? Heckling from the home fans? Yeah, they're going to mother F you, David Tepper. They are. I mean, dude, God, have you ever been around a sporting event? It gets ugly sometimes. You're going to get heckled. You're going to take some heat. You're the owner. Hell, for all we know, they may have been a Panthers fan cussing this dude out. If it had been, I probably wouldn't have blamed them. The video of the incident went viral after Panthers suffered their 14th loss of the season, 26-0. A shutout to a Jags team, by the way, that got pulverized by the Niners like 3 weeks ago. That saw quarterback Bryce Young and others visibly frustrated in a season that the franchise wants to forget quickly following Week 18. However, Tepper's frustrations boiled over with one Jags fan who appeared to be heckling him from the suite, and the video shows him enter the frame, toss his drink in the direction of the fan, and storm off. Okay. Now, Florio makes a very good point over at PFT. 15 years ago, it cost an owner, $250,000 to show his middle fingers at a game. Today, the price has been set for pouring a drink on fans at a game. The $300,000 fine imposed on owner David Tepper is laughable. He's worth $20.6 billion. The fine equates to 0.00146% of his entire net worth. Guys, he's reaching into his couch cushions for this fine. Putting that in context, it's the equivalent of fining someone worth $1 million, the staggering sum of $14.56. Wow. Florio went on to say it's a disgrace, it's a joke, and the latest sign of double standard that applies to players and to owners. The Patriots and Panthers have banned fans from their stadiums who threw drinks. Wow. That's a real punishment. A short-term suspension of the owner would be a real punishment. I thought he was getting suspended. Dipping into the pockets of one of the richest men in the NFL for the fart and the breeze sum of $300,000 does nothing to truly punish Tepper for acting like a spoiled brat. That's amazing. The situation underscores the reality the NFL faces at a time when franchise values are skyrocketing. The only test for joining a club is whether or not you can afford the team. There's no requirement to know anything about football. There's no requirement to not be a jerk. I don't even care about the jerk part. But the conduct as an owner, yeah, it's a bad look. Think of it this way. For all of the antisocial things Daniel Snyder did during his time as an NFL owner, he didn't throw a drink on the league's customers. That's where Tepper is. Yikes. Yikes is a bad look. When you're called out as worse than Daniel Snyder, and I don't know that that's possible, but it may be. I mean, David Tepper is really and truly pushing the gas pedal to the floor to become the worst owner in the NFL, certainly. One of the worst owners in sports. I mean, the fall of this franchise since his purchase, and yeah, I thought he was going to get banned. I thought he was going to take like a 3-game suspension probably. You know, no, $300,000. And when I saw $300,000, I saw the headline, massive fine, and I thought to myself, I leaned back and thought, isn't he like the third or fourth richest owner in the NFL? $300,000 is not even a shit stain in his drawers of an NFL fine. That's nothing. That's nothing. Wow. And the reason I put it in that context is absolutely, Florio's right about this. Fans have been banned for that same thing. And I understand you can't ban an owner permanently, but fans have been received lifetime bans. They'll never get to go to a game again for throwing a drink. They shouldn't throw a drink. The NFL is failing miserably when it comes to making the NFL a family-friendly experience. Like, I wouldn't take my kids to see an NFL game. You know, especially like if we're rooting for the opposing team, hell no. It could turn into a fight. We've seen the videos. But it's pathetic. This is Roger Goodell, another failure by him, which is now how long exactly? I mean, the Brad Allen referee situation, that's just another example. Deshaun Watson's pathetic punishment, another massive black eye. I mean, hell. Roger Goodell's got so many black eyes, he looks like he's been fighting Ivan Drago. I did it, Adrian. Cheated everybody out of their money again. Oh, how much money is Goodell going to get in his next contract? I've heard, or $60 million, some crap like that. All right. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.